Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Tristan, and today in this video what we're going to be getting into is the brick by bricks again. They're in the other room, so I'm not going to show you all them in hand again, but we do have a pair that we hit for retail yesterday on the way, so I was pretty hyped about that. We got the dub there. Not from sneakers though, but, you know, it is what it is. I think we hit an end, so, you know, not the usual spot, you know what I mean? But, hey, I'll take it. Because these have gone up in price. We're going to be discussing the brick by brick Jordan 4, the NIGEL SYLVESTER collab. I don't think anybody's really surprised by this. We were discussing this in the recent videos. I've made a couple resale updates on this pair before the release, and I was letting y'all know, hey, these are probably going to be going up in price. That 150,000 stock rumor, 140,000 stock rumor, that is, I don't know why people were sharing that information as being truthful. Like, are you kidding me? Like, people that I actually, like, trust, too, like, were sharing that as being real information, and I'm like, it's not even close to that. It's 2,900, like 29,000 pairs, and that's it. Like, we have the exact numbers in each size. Just look at Eldon monitors; they're accurate. You know what I mean? Everyone was posting these other ones talking about, oh, you know, they're probably going to drop in price. No, you know what I mean? That was crazy. That was some crazy work from some of y'all out there that I trust. Telling people there's going to be 150,000 pairs of these on sneakers. You cannot be telling your audience that when it's not even close to that. It was to put it in perspective, it was a fifth of that. A fifth of that. And you told, like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, it's just crazy work from some of y'all. But aside from that, what we're going to be getting into is discussing these, where I think they'll be landing in price, and them going up in price because, yeah, I mean, that's what we discussed here on the channel. We said this would probably happen, and it has. So let's get into it. If you guys want more content like this, though, feel free to subscribe and like down below. Again, let's just try and hit 300 on this video. It's a normal goal we always shoot for. And again, we're always trying to provide y'all the accurate info. Also, couple things I can mention down below. If you ever want to see any of the shoes, things like that I got for sale, check us down below on my Instagram. We got tons of things from hoodies, tees, shorts, pants, shoes, you name it. We got it. Also, the merch, which is launching on the 18th. Here are the couple of the tees, as y'all can see. I was also wearing the crew neck in yesterday's video. Y'all may, here's a little screenshot of that. Y'all see that right there. But yeah, I wore that to like the gym yesterday. I wore that all day. I love that crew neck right there. It's just, I don't know, that colorway, like kind of that bone color, just I like that. Kind of that like cream color look. So yeah, if y'all want to check any of that out down below, it launches on March 18th at 11 a.m., but the link is down below if you want to get some early access. If you're able to check it out, put in the code there. I'll pop up on the screen some to show you how to do it. But yeah, if you want to just see any of the things we got, we also got some mugs. This little cool one, you know, with the recent SB4 release coming up. So yeah, check it out. The early pair review for this sneaker right here. Stay tuned. That should be on Monday. Unfortunately, my guy did not ship on time, so yeah, and UPS is now delaying me, so I gotta go get my money back. UPS owe me $50, basically, is what I'm trying to let y'all know. But aside from that, let's just get into it. Don't forget to also check us out down below, Resell Vision. You like any of the undermarket sneakers, things like that we do. We provide it every single day, so check it out, and let's go. All right, so as you guys can see, here are the current prices. Very reflective of 150,000 pairs. No, I'm kidding. I'm just saying, that was crazy work. I saw multiple people that I trust a lot. That really hurt me, you know what I mean? People that, like, I consider to be like legitimate sources posting this, and I was like, really? But you know, whatever. We'll just continue from there, right? So as you guys can see, the prices that we got right now between a range of 370 to 550. What sizes are going for more? Sizes 11 plus. We discuss this here on the channel. We let you guys know, hey, you know, they may be matching some of these smaller sizes right now, like 10 and 11 or 10.5 and 11, maybe going for the same right now. But they're not going to be after release day because there is just more demand for the bigger sizes. Resellers targeted more. There is less of them made. So what happens? When more people target them and there's less of them made, they're going to go for more. So as you guys can see, that's exactly what has happened with size 11 plus. So hopefully some of y'all were following that advice. You know what I mean? Maybe got a little bit of a better deal the other day. Because right now, I mean, I'm seeing people sell size 9s in my local area for $450. Like, shoot, one of my homies posted up his size 9 yesterday for $450 and it sold in 10 minutes. You know what I mean? So yeah, that kind of lets you know where the market's heading. It's heading up. You know what I mean? So, yeah, for anybody asking, you know, if you DM me on IG asking why I'm, you know, asking the high on these, well, it's because I've sold them there. You know what I mean? So that's basically all I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? That these are most likely going to be continuing to head up in price. However, I will say one thing about this sneaker, and this is with any sneaker release, a couple weeks after the drop, when the hype drops off and more pairs land in hand from these raffles and sneakers, we could see them come down in price a little bit. There is a potential for that, you know what I mean? Kind of like what we saw with the metallic 5s and some of the Galaxy foams, you know what I mean? You just wait a little bit and you get a bit of a better deal, you know what I mean? You don't have to buy it right after drop day, you know what I mean? You can wait a little bit sometimes. It is sometimes in your favor. But yeah, with this sneaker, I mean, the market's very, very strong. All the bulk sellers I saw with these were selling out of them in like a couple hours. So, I mean, just a very, very popular sneaker for stores, for people in general to buy, to flip to apps, you know, in bulk, whatever their plan is. So kind of understanding that, you know, this isn't the type of sneaker that really looks like it'll be dropping in price very much over the next few weeks, is what I'm trying to say. Will it? I think personally, probably not. But could it? Sure. You know what I mean? If we see, you know, all of a sudden another drop, or Nigel, you know, does it again on his website, you know, we had a raffle, but maybe he'll do like a first come, first serve drop, something like that with decent stock. You never know, it could happen. But yeah, most likely, you know, sneakers probably done dropping. But if we did see something like that, then yeah, that could cause the prices to come down a bit further. But as y'all can see, also one of the funnier things I saw about my pair, what was it? It was some sneaker. Oh yeah, there was a pair of Brick by Bricks I copped recently. They were coming from Jamaica, New York. Y'all not slick in New York. Y'all backdoor the crap out of this release. I'm just saying, like, out of all places the Brick by Bricks could come from, right? The one, it comes from New York. I'm not asking questions, but I'm asking questions. All right. Aside from that, really what I think about the sneaker, where will the market most likely head? I think in sizes 11 plus, we're going to see these comfortably sit above a range of $480. I think most likely we could see them come down another 10, 15 bucks again as pairs come in, as the hype drops off a little bit. But I mean, seeing where people are selling them right now at like 550, 600 bucks, it's most likely that does not happen. We'll probably see these consistently stay at $500, $600 in that 11 plus range, and they will slowly head up in price over time. This is definitely one of those sneakers that's going to become kind of a grail type of sneaker, or one of those ones. It's like, whoa, how'd you cop those for retail? And it's like, well, you know, I was just there for it, you know, back in the day. That's how it is most of the time for people. When it's like, how'd you get those for retail? It's like, man, I was just there. You know what I mean? That's really what it is sometimes, just being there and paying attention. So yeah, that's really what I can say about this sneaker. The big sizes, that's my personal prediction. And then some of the smaller sizes, let's say 6.5 through 10. I think these, as you can see, they're pretty much all at like a 410, or we'll say 370 to 430 range. I think this will probably stay about where it's at. It could come down to like $350, $400, and then over time, it'll probably head to 400, 500 pretty easily. I could say that would happen within a year or two. But the ones that'll be the best to hold if you're looking at just, again, keep the shoe in your inventory, are going to be the bigger sizes. Those are going to be the ones that you will see some really crazy progress on, especially 11.5, 13, 12. A couple years from now, those are just going to be ones you're going to be like, why are those $1,000? Why are those $1,000? Especially 11.5. I can almost guarantee you 11.5 is going to be some crazy price in a couple years. But that's just how it is with some of the sizes that are a bit harder to find initially. You know, they just end up going for more. Because, I mean, hey, y'all big feet boys be paying up. I'm just saying. Y'all don't be holding back on these apps. So, aside from that, but that's also, you know, part of the game sometimes. Like, literally have to pay the price. I've been there. Just depends on the sneaker, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's like, well, I literally have to pay the high. Like nobody else has them, you know what I mean? And I don't want to go to apps. So yeah, I've been there. So that's a reality sometimes. But aside from that, that's what I can say about the Brick by Bricks. It's a great long-term bet. I mean, I don't think anybody's really surprised by that. I mean, they only did 29,000 of them on sneakers. They didn't hit many retail locations, if really any. I mean, there was a couple in-store ones in New York. I don't know why. I just found it so funny that the one pair that I happened to get, you know, just happens to come from New York out of all spots. I know they did like some pop-up releases and things like that, so it probably was just from that. But yeah, that's really what we can say about this sneaker. Great pair, good long-term bet, and definitely one I see becoming a grail down the line. I'm so glad I got my personal. I will most likely be figuring out a couple pairs to clear out so I can keep those. You know what I mean? Because I really want those in my collection. Those are. It's slick. It's a slick pair. If you watch the in-hand review, you know what I mean. I know not everyone agrees, but hey, that's how it is sometimes. So again, if y'all want more content like this, feel free to subscribe and like down below. We're trying to 300 likes. We're always going to try and provide you guys the accurate info. Just remember that. Remember that. You know what I mean? We're not going to, you know, make the videos early and, you know, tell y'all, you know, we got this many pairs or whatever it is. We're just going to wait for the official numbers, and we're going to talk about it after and give y'all the best analysis. Or we're going to talk about it before, and we're going to give y'all a prediction. As I predicted before the release, I told y'all, probably going to be like under 30,000 pairs or right around 30,000 pairs. I mean, hey, pretty close. So, you know what I mean? We're just always trying to provide y'all what's accurate. We're never going to try and be first with inaccurate info. You know what I mean? I notice that's sometimes what people are trying to do. And it's like, you know what? Fine. Be first, but you're wrong. You know what I mean? So, hey. But, yeah, again, anything else, all down below in the pinned comment. The merch, if y'all want to check it out. Again, I previewed it some in yesterday's video. And if y'all want to use the password to get in early, SB Docs, feel free. It's down below in the pinned comment. But, again, if you just want to wait till March 18th when it launches normally, feel free. 11 a.m. Eastern time. Stay tuned. It's also the date of the SB4 release. So, you know, hey, we're competing, I guess. Not really. Cannot compete with Nike. I mean, shoot, a lot of my stuff's inspired by, you know, their ideas. So, hey, shout out to them. But aside from that, that's really what I can say about this video, man. You know, it's a great hold long term. I feel like most of y'all know that. And let me know. did you cop this sneaker for retail yesterday? I know this was a hard one to get, but I mean, we got the SB4s coming up. We got another chance of the Union ones. You know what I mean? So like, there's a lot of good stuff on the way. If you didn't get these, just don't be bummed out. That's the main thing I'm trying to encourage. But that's it. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow in the next one. I think we already said subscribe, like, in the outro, so we're repeating it. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. You can check any of that down below and leave your comments. Peace.